through the entirety of the game, and you got to understand that about this team.
This isn't the first time Malone has been critical following a win. After the Nuggets nearly blew a 21-point lead to the Lakers before winning Game 1 of the Western Conference Finals, Malone pretty much said the same thing. They would go on to sweep the Lakers. Once again, in the NBA Finals, Malone reminded his team, "We haven't done a damn thing."
Thank you, Om. It's like he's taking a page out of that Nick Saban playbook. Nothing is ever good enough. NBA analyst Corey Alexander joining us now. Before we get into what's going to happen tonight, I just want everyone to see this. Shea is greater than Jordan. That would be my husband, because Corey, our dear Corey, friend of the family here. But that's just important. Okay, so tonight, obviously, we've got Game 2 between the Heat.
A 24-point lead in Game 1, or that Nikola Jokic had a triple-double, or that Jamal Murray had a double-double. Michael Malone did not sound impressed with Denver's first NBA Finals victory following the film session. Let's just say if Malone was a movie critic, he'd give Denver's Game 1 performance only 2 stars.
Yeah, I don't think we played well in Game 1. I watched that tape, and they were 5 of 16 on wide-open threes. And as I told our players this morning, the fact that they got 16 wide-open threes is problematic. And if you think that Max Strus is going to go 0 for 9 again, or Duncan Robinson is going to go 1 for 5 again, you're wrong. In the fourth quarter, we gave up 30 points, 60% from the field, 50 from 3, 6 of 12 from the three-point line.
You just can't be complacent with this team. You can't.
Better than a team that averages 115 points in the playoffs only had 104. I believe they'll be better offensively as well.
Okay, well, on the other side, there's someone else who needs to be better offensively, and that would be Jimmy Butler. He finished with just 13 points in Game 1. That's his fewest this entire postseason. And when he was asked yesterday, Corey, if he maybe played too passive, he was, no, not at all. I think I played just fine. But again, from your point of view, how do you think Butler needs to be better in Game 2 to give the Miami Heat some success?
I think Jimmy Butler has to attack the rim more, looking to score. And he made the right plays, finding his shooters on the perimeter. But when they're not making shots, he's got to attack Jokic when he gets those opportunities to get downhill. And
he went on to say there are so many areas that the Nuggets can clean up following a dominant win over the Heat in Game 1. And obviously that includes pick and roll defense, offensive rebounding, you understand. But by your calculations, Corey, what do you think is the most important thing that Denver does have to do better tonight?
I believe it's exactly what Michael Malone said. They cannot allow the Miami Heat to have 16 wide-open three-point field goals again, because Max Strus isn't going to go 0 for 9 again. Duncan Robinson's not going to go 1 for 5. They dodged a bullet by giving up so many open opportunities for the Miami Heat, especially in the first half, where Miami, if they make a couple more of those threes, it's a different game going into halftime, and of course becomes a much different scenario in the second half. The Joker into foul trouble, because Jokic didn't really have to defend much when Jimmy Butler was going to the basket, because he was looking to get rid of the basketball. Jimmy Butler has to be more of a scorer, and he also has to get to the free throw line. Only 2 free throws for the Miami Heat, the fewest in a finals game in playoff history. So you think about that. Jimmy Butler has to get to the line for the Heat to be successful.
Yeah, we're saying a lot of the fewest ever. I don't think that would carry over to Game 2. Question for you, Corey. Have you ever played spades?
Shay, I'm not good at spades. I'll be honest with you. I wasn't much of a card guy in college. Yeah. I was working on my jump shot. My apologies.
See, this is what I thought he'd say. However, I don't even know what spades is. Jimmy Butler said he's going to room in between Game 1 and Game 2. They were going to get used to that altitude. We'll see if the Heat can escape, if you will, the Denver Nuggets tonight. The game is at 8 p.m. Eastern on ABC. And that is Corey Alexander with us here on SportsCenter. Thank you, Corey.
If the Nuggets win the finals and Joker plays at the level we've seen all playoffs, will Joker?
Does it say if actually in there? Did you write?
I have.
You just said it.
Anything can happen.
Take off that part. Now read it again.
Okay, the Nuggets win this finals and Joker plays at the level we've all seen this playoff. Will Joker own the title best player in the world, or does he already own that title?
Best player?
Best player in the world.
Jordan averaged 35. He was the best player in the world every year after that.
Okay.
Even though he didn't win championship, he was the best player.
I think
every
because
year.
he hasn't been even put in the discussion, and for him to do what he's doing on this run and win a championship, he's at least in the conversation.
Or he has a great-ass team with him, too.
And he's great. He's the engine.
He's good.
He's the
not
engine.
one, he's 2.
He's not one. Who's the best player in the world then?
You don't want to call a big man the greatest. Is that what it is?
Trophy at the end.
Thank you.
See, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that.
The
Is that
MVP.
best team in the world, or is that best player in the world?
Because that means Boston Celtics.
Yeah.
I'm that
got
nigga
to.
in Serbian.
Right
Listen,
now,
it sounds
right
cute.
now you have to say that.
Listen, it sounds
That's what
cute.
it is.
Like you're the best player in the world because
Right
you won
now.
a championship.
Not because
But
you won a championship, because you also averaged a triple-double, and you had a triple-double in the finals. That hasn't been done since who? Magic
Magic and Will.
in the 80s.
best player in the world.
Right now.
Yeah.
What is
When
the
Giannis won it, he was
criteria?
the
The
best player.
criteria
We
is the
have
best.
to always ask, what does that mean?
I thought it just meant like MVP of the league, right?
No, best.
It's
I'm
different.
him.
Him meaning what? Like
So I'm him.
impacting the game.
So KD,
Correct.
KD,
I'm
Giannis,
that nigga.
Correct.
Giannis and
Correct.
Curry.
Correct.
What about it?
They ain't. He ain't.
No, they're not here.
Dang.
I don't care about That has.
We're not talking about
winning.
wins.
Don't
We're not
have
talking
nothing to
about
do with
none
the
of that,
best
yeah.
player. The best player in the world.
No.
Okay.
No, best team. Best team.
Is Steph not the best player in the world?
Last year.
Yeah.
Last year
This
he was.
year. No, this year he no.
But this year right now.
So you're saying whoever wins the championship.
So it's year to year then?
Yeah, for
Based
sure.
on
Yes.
performance?
Yes.
I mean, yeah,
Okay,
for sure.
so then we
Yes.
can give it to Jokic then.
So 2004, one of those Pistons.
They had the best team. They had
Yes.
the best team, but Kobe Bryant was the best player in the world. They had the best team. They had
It
the best
can.
team.
I think
but they
it
did-
cannot be you, but it puts you in the conversation. If you're one of the top 5 players in the league right now, as far as stats, right? Playing.
He's
a two-time MVP too.
Yeah.
Like,
But they don't
skills.
have him there. I don't know if no one's put him double. I know, I get that. But top
Nobody's
five. Someone
do-
says
nobody
put out
can
your
do-
top 5.
he's in the top.
He's in there.
Who you
for
gonna
me.
put in
This-
over him?
yes.
Right, I'm gonna say he's at the center.
You got
Yeah.
Giannis.
So
You're
that's-
gonna have Embiid.
He's-
You're gonna
no.
have.
Embiid is
We're
not
going
better.
back to our
Wait,
first
here we
team.
go.
We're
Now,
gonna
Embiid.
now
all
you
NBA.
said Embiid. You said Embiid lazy.
What
Which
did Embiid
one
give
would you
him?
pick?
50
Which-
something, right?
Which one would you
Ooh,
pick?
Jokic
like 42,
Gilbert,
but I
which
think
one would
early
you
in the
pick?
season.
Too early in the season.
Which one
But he
would you
dunked,
pick?
pick?
dunked him later.
It wasn't early. It was,
Which one would you pick?
It was in.
Which one would you
March.
pick, Gilbert?
It was in March.
Gilbert.
Nah,
It was in
'cause
March.
I don't think
It was January.
No, it wasn't.
I
It
don't
was
think
March.
Embiid didn't play in the second game.
No, he didn't play. That was in April.
Dame.
No, I mean,
No, I'm just saying.
But player.
If I listen, okay.
Over Jokic.
Instead of arguing, if I won the championship, I'm him. Yes, I'm the best player, and you're gonna have to prove it. Yes.
Yeah, but right now, if right now today I was starting my franchise, right now today, you could put a group of people in there. There's maybe LeBron and Steph that I might start my franchise with over him, but he's definitely like top 5. He's definitely starting top 5 of each position in the league. Right?
Considering the winning
No.
part. We're not going to consider the
No.
winning part. We just said that.
I'm Jimmy Butler, and I got Max, who probably averaged 4 in the regular season. Who was the other one?
Gabe Vincent.
Gabe Vincent, who averaged 9 in the regular season.
Caleb Martin.
Who got cut just a year ago, the twin? You already know twins. If they twins, they not that good. It's gonna be one going. It's like a superpower. One probably gonna have 80% of the talent, the other one 20, but not one has 100. So who was that? I got him. I got Kevin Love. Who else I got?
Bam, Adebayo.
I got Bam. Right?
Kyle Lowry.
Kyle Lowry.
NBA
My old
champion.
guy, they got
NBA
but
champion.
but they not playing my Kyle Lowry.
No question.
No, I get that.
So if Jimmy wins it, he's the best. No.
See?
No,
See, there you go, right?
No, he's not.
But we can.
He's just the best.
It could
the
be,
leader,
It
the
could
best
be the same
leader.
thing like the Kobe when Detroit
Yeah, that's what
won.
I'm saying.
Same thing.
Yeah. If Jimmy wins it all.
No.
he's still like the best.
If Jimmy wins the championship, he's the best player in the world.
Well, then we know that ain't happening.
Why?
Hands down.
Why?
Do you see who he has with him?
No,
Max.
remember we.
Team has no quit. They will continue to fight.
Shit.
Respect.
I am the best player on the planet if I won with the goddamn lineup I actually have. Not one of these guys.
He could probably say that right now. Then he
There's
got to the
not one.
finals.
Take Bam out. There's not another player on that team that will start anywhere else besides Boston.
But see, that's what we talking about. That's the criteria we talking about now. So if that's the
That's the
criteria,
criteria.
you're
That's
right.
different.
Listen,
You
them
right.
guards can probably start over the guards
Tyler.
in Boston.
Tyler
Hero.
Yeah, he'll start.
Everybody else, Vincent and all of them, they not starting nowhere else on the planet. So if I
Damn,
want
get on the.
a young fella over young fella,
Yeah, over
no,
young
their guards average 19 and 20. These boys average 6, 7, and 9. Hell no. They not starting nowhere else, and I won a championship with them. I'm the GOAT. I'm talking GOAT.
Well, then he should say that now.
GOAT.
He should say it now. Then.
Wait, you saying Jimmy's, if he wins one championship with his team, he's in the GO conversation?
If Jimmy
I'm
Butler wins a
I'm not giving him that.
championship with that lineup,
No, for sure. For sure.
Sounds like he been drinking confidence coffee.
With that lineup, like, I'm sorry, I don't know what the rest of the world is looking at. Y'all, listen.
Right.
They just got, Gabe Vincent, right? Gabe Vincent, they tried to make him like an MVP, right? He wasn't drafted, right?
When he hurt it, 19 a game, good.
He was average regular season 9, didn't start.
Yeah.
We're talking about
No, he averaged 13.
We're talking
No,
about
he averaged 9.
We're talking about the 7 games of the
9.
Eastern Conference Finals.
9 who got cut from a sorry ass Charlotte team, right? That's who I'm carrying. This is who I'm carrying. Don't tell me about no Steph Curry who got there's no player on this team. You take Bam off, there's not a player on his team that will crack, but not Hero.
Right.
The rest of them, them 3, that will crack top 150 in the NBA.
I feel like this. If on Jimmy's team, he gonna carry anyway. He gotta put whoever on his back. It don't matter if it's Gabe Vincent. It don't matter if it's Martin. It don't matter if it's Paul George. Nigga, get on my back. I got us.
If I'm Philadelphia, 76ers, and you had this man with Embiid, Tobias,
Ben Simmons.
and Ben Simmons.
You've been messing up everybody's name.
So when you start hitting shots, your name is Tobias. Whatever I call you.
Tobias.
Whatever I call you, right?
Oh, Lord.
You got to earn your name. You got to earn. And that's the group he had. How many? Bucks wouldn't have had no championship if Jimmy was still in Philly, right?
That's a good.
Come on, man. I'm goated.
Well, it's not like it's going to happen.
I get a Jimmy tattoo right
We're
here.
doing all this
Probably
talking.
best player to ever play the game.
We're doing all this talking.
Best player to ever play the game.
Time out, Gil. If
Confidence,
the Heat
man.
win this championship, you get a
Jimmy.
Jim, and you got to hit the blunt too before you do it.
Listen, if Jimmy wins the championship,
Go ahead.
he should be able to call himself the greatest player
No, we're talking about you.
to ever play this
You hitting the
game.
blunt?
Because he's the only player that ever played with a group like this.
Win a game.
You
Has
hitting-
Bam ever been All NBA?
Sweet. Now he talking. Wow.
With the Hall of Famer named J. Kidd?
J. Kidd, Tyson Chandler.
Vincent Carter.
Carter.
I mean, what?
Late era J. Kidd. Gil.